Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Jojo.
And SHRUTI.
Coke Studio.
Yay. Which
Season
season?
nothing. No season. It
No
was
season.
just a random drop.
Acha.
Huh. So it just came out of
Random
no.
drop from Coke Studio seems strange,
I
doesn't it?
know, I know, I know.
And when did this drop?
It dropped when we were on break. It says 1 month
मतलब
ago.
Acha.
Mm.
Okay. All
And
right.
of course, they are real magic. So they did a cover of A Kind of Magic by Queen.
Huh. Okay.
So interestingly, I mean, expectedly, it's Karakoram. By the way, I have to say that हमने स्कूल में Karakoram range ऐसे pronunciation सीखा था. So that's why I use Karakoram, but Karakoram just sounds weird to me. Anyway, Karakoram did the cover and they featured Eva B,
Okay.
which
Interesting.
is interesting, है ना?
Yeah,
Getting
yeah.
Eva B on a Queen song, which we are all so familiar with. But ठीक है.
Yeah.
And the thing is, every time Zulfi's done a cover on
Hmm.
Nescafe, at least, I have been mind blown by the arrangement
Yeah.
and where
Yeah.
all it goes, you
Huh.
know? So very interested to see what happens here in this one. देखते हैं.
I'm ready. Let's do. I'm
चलो.
just fully intrigued about the fact that it's a random drop, which
Yeah.
it's very off the usual Coke Studio, like setup. So it's feeling like, kya ho raha hai? Why?
The
Let's
blurb
do.
just says you are a kind of magic. Thanks.
Thanks, yo.
Thanks, yaar.
Thanks, yo.
Okay.
Okay,
Chalo.
ठीक है.
The U is capitalized. So I was like, very nice. Okay. 1, 2, 3, play.
One dream, one soul, one prize, one goal, one golden glance of what should be, one shaft of light that shows the way. No mortal man can win this day. The bell that rings inside your mind, it's challenging the doors of time. The waiting seems eternity. The day will dawn of sanity. Is this a kind of magic? There can be only one.
मचा होशागु मनाय का कारणे वा बानी था गोदा वता गारनी भले आगा बया गोड़ा फाबुटी पूरा बस गोड़ा ब्या मना बेचारनी आसमान व जमीन यक यक कुता एदा म्यूजिक के कहावता कक कुता टिम रवानी ओ टिम दवा बने ताऊ जाने जान मन भी वक्त जता ताऊ ब्या जान एदा मैदानी साफ एदा तौही तौबे अंजु अलिफ ता काफ बेका नापो माप वती जेंदे फरियादा बेचा चेक्का साफ चेक्का अस्तिदाग अंजु अनंजु तो बिंजु शॉप अंजु सोबी तो यसे मनी याद बिता मना खौफी देखो मैं आईना तो बोलूं you did it पहचाने चिर देगे कया है दा शौकी
This strange that lasts 1,000 years will be done. It's a kind of magic. One dream, one soul.
देखो मैं आईना तो बोलूं you did it
One soul.
आसमानों घूमा चटक का नाम
One soul.
सहरी मनी अर्ची गुमाना
Coke Studio.
season. This has to be said. Feels
This
incomplete.
is, it
Huh.
was, they fully, okay, like the things that one expects from Coke Studio, that those were all delivered. Like, you know how
Mm,
it is that there is a visual component to the whole thing, that it looks
mm,
like a certain way. And
mm,
that, although the set wasn't elaborate, I think what they landed up doing was taking a already a ghar jo वैसा दिखता है and uske andar फिर you know light से खेला है and like they've put like certain those thread kind of things, ribbons and stuff, which made it look very nice. And the angles they've chosen, like even the opening shot, you know, jahan wo
mm,
bahar se and the darwaza itself became a frame. And,
mm,
you know, so just the whole visual aspect, I think they have cracked so stunningly that they can just make any place look beautiful. You
mm,
know, and when you have that kind of visual, and also all their clothes, they were like traditionally dressed, while it's an English song and like a, you know, like a rap getting into, like it was just the whole thing was so beautifully fusion that it kind of not just holds your attention but also entertains you while at it. And then just awaaz, man, like it's just sabki awaazein, it's just to listen to it, and it's a jolt to the senses. You know, even after a while there is that thing that okay abhi ek proper season nahi chal raha hai, so will the deliverability be of that level? Yes, like yes, hands down. I really liked it. I wasn't expecting this. I was thinking ke, okay, actually I wasn't, I went in not knowing, not expecting anything. I was like, okay, let's see kya hoga. So
mm.
even when the song started, the way it's the way the fusion elements come in into a song that we were, it was just nice. It was lovely. It was good to listen to. What you feel?
I felt like I actually felt like season 14 has left such a big like impact in the world and sort of our minds also of what to expect
Yeah.
from Coke Studio. So I
Yeah.
felt like in that sense it was not season level in terms
No,
of production and all of that. But of
exactly.
course
Yeah.
it kept the there is no compromise on quality of any sort
Yeah.
whatsoever. I found his outfit very interesting. As soon as the opening shot, I was like, what is it? What is, and then I was like,
What is
oh,
that?
nice.
Nice.
Interesting drapes,
Yeah. Yeah.
and interesting look. And I was wondering, is that symbolic of something? Because you're singing a Queen rendition, you're doing a Queen ka rendition.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a song about magic, which is also Coke Studios tagline.
But I think this was more a cultural thing, I felt.
Was
Like
it?
while you're
Because even
singing
she was in cultural,
yeah,
like
traditional.
traditional
Huh.
this thing, but
Yeah.
interesting
Yeah.
choice. And then of course I felt like the color palette was very simple. It was
Yeah.
whites
Yeah.
and off whites and sort of
Yeah.
grays, and then that boom,
Except her
that red,
outfit. Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
could
Which
see
is
the
Coke
Coke
Studio Red.
Studio, you
Correct.
could see the bottle ka that thing na
Huh.
neon
Huh.
neon sign.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, that little sprinkling of red along with her suddenly popping into the frame, like as soon as she got in, I was just like, whoa. You
Nice.
can't like take your ears and eyes off her. Her
Yeah.
voice is so powerful and so strong, even though we don't understand Baluchi and we don't understand the language. It was just like, yeah, I like this. Yes. And then
Yes.
full focus went to the lyrics and subtitles and what she
Which
was
thank you
saying.
for that.
I
Like,
know.
thank you. I know the team,
Uh,
like they've cracked it. Like
mm,
it's so important to, read while,
exactly.
even if you don't understand.
And
Correct.
for imagine now in Pakistan itself, the number of people who listen to Coke Studio and watch it, maybe a lot of them are not even familiar with Queen's original song or what the English lyrics
Mm.
are saying. So
Hmm.
even that to have in Urdu and in English and in
Yeah.
the subtitles, the whole translation
Yeah.
is really nicely done because it's inclusive of everyone. So that, and then of course I really liked how she matched um the theme of the classic with her lyrics and what she said in them. So props to
Yeah.
her for that completely. And she kind of
Yeah.
really, like, it's not easy to come in on a Queen song and own your space. So it's not easy because it's a
Yeah.
classic, right?
Correct.
So she completely did that, and man, girl's got like, it's got that punch. I like it. And of course, the red really did. I just love that shot of her at the end. That just her face as she was looking. Beautiful
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
So that, and you know what was going through my mind when this song
What?
was on, especially after her part ended, because right now one of my courses is copyright law. So I'm studying
Acha.
copyright law, and I've just done a big case study as our first assignment. And
Huh.
I was thinking, when a song is a cover, I was like, this is just off topic. It's not. When it's a straightforward cover of a song that already exists in the world, then you don't really need like clearance and permission. You can
Yeah.
give the credits and say this is a cover. When
Correct.
it's a cover that's not as straightforward, this thing, and there are added elements to it, like
Yeah.
a rap verse inserted in the middle and all of that. Then
Yeah.
there's a lot of clearance and permissions and a lot of like legal things that need to be taken care of before you can release it. So
Correct.
very interesting, because then they would have I was just like, I need to look who owns the copyright for Queen's song.
No, but also what's then that raises the question that did they think, why did they pick this song only, or were the people who already own the right
Mm.
were the ones who approached for because then if that's the route that was taken, that this is the song that we want to offer up for like a fusion collaboration, and maybe that's why this song, otherwise it makes you wonder why this song, right? Because that's not been written in the blurb. It could have been any other song.
Maybe it's the band or Zulfi's favorite. We don't know. It's owned by Capitol Records, EMI.
Yeah,
ठीक
but
है.
I feel there must be a deeper reason than just कि किसी का
Really?
favorite है. Yeah, because as a brand, can one? I mean, usually it won't be like just अरे मेरा favorite है चलो करते हैं. Like
It's the magic keyword, no? Maybe for that
exactly.
reason. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm going with the thing of that
इसका
this
idea
is a
था.
हाँ,
Correct.
it's a very brand driven idea. Like a brand came up with the thing, a collaboration that's been done on those levels, and then it is filtered down saying these are the bunch of songs and inki copyright has been sorted out, or ab ye is gaane ka karte hain. So I mean, we'll only know once, like
Or
ये
maybe
chat
they
में
did it to
digress.
appeal to a global audience because it's such a well-recognized
Correct,
song.
absolutely.
And it just
Yeah.
fit the magic theme of the Coke Studio thing
Yeah.
seamlessly.
Questions, lots of questions.
Just
Somebody
really
answer.
made me think of. Now I'm thinking
Yeah.
these things. I'm just like, oh my God,
Yeah,
stop.
which is nice.
But yeah, the more you learn about the business, the more you think back end,
Yeah.
what would have gone on back end. So
Correct.
that, and then of course, Sherry's vocals. Can we just
Very
talk about the
Khandak, man. The moment it started only, he's just like how he matches right, like he matched like tone to tone, scale to scale, it in such a good way that at every point I was like, but it was his own style of it.
Yeah.
Like you're constantly listening, going, but over here, will he do it this way? Would he be able to? And yeah, he's delivering like, and how? Wow, like it was just
He made it his own.
completely,
That's what I'll say. And of
while
course,
maintaining the original ka essence completely.
yes,
Also,
so good,
Ah,
so well
yeah.
done. But then it's Sherry. We are not
He's capable of
surprised.
anything.
We are not surprised at all. So yay, amazing. Thank you, Coke Studio, for the surprise drop. But we would love to know how and why it happened also.
Yes, yes.
Just our curiosity has no
Right.
limits. So yeah, and then of course, I don't think this year there'll be a Coke Studio. I think
ऐसे ही singles drop करेंगे वो.
I think so. I don't
Why?
know.
Why do you say that? Because
don't
otherwise अभी तक कोई थोड़ा बहुत कुछ सुनने में आता है या कुछ like
Yes,
एक
because
buzz
last
शुरू
year
हो
the
गई होती.
teasers and promos started in December, na? And we're already in November.
Yeah.
So no news, nothing. I feel like, I mean, it takes time to develop originals like they do, but like,
Yeah.
okay, we'll have to wait. So tab tak please keep dropping these things. है ना?
Yes.
So yeah, let us know what else we should get to. I'd love to explore Eva B more. Let me know. DM me and Miss Mola's there on Instagram at SHRUTSPA. To support the channel means a lot. Take care of yourselves. Live long and prosper.
Bye.